Dependency injection in views. In my opinion, this is the best feature available in ASP.NET Core. What does it mean? It means whatever service you have defined in your application, in your project, you can use directly all of them into the view file. Here again we are back to our bookstore web application, and in this web application you can notice that we are using several repositories. Let's open the repository folder. Over here you can notice that we have two repositories. Other than these repositories, there are a couple of services that we generally use in our application. What are those services? For example, you can say logging services, or we can say the configuration services. So all these services that are available in ASP.NET Core, you can use all of them directly onto your. Before learning this concept, I would suggest to watch the previous video of this tutorial where we have covered the dependency injections in ASP.NET Core, because that is the base of this feature. If you have covered dependency injections in ASP.NET Core, then only you can use this dependency injection in view file. Okay, let's start. Let's open the index file. Over here on this index file, suppose I want to use directly any of the repository. For example, we have this book repository and the language repository. Suppose I directly want to use this book repository onto our view file. By now what we are doing, we are injecting all the repositories into the controller files. We are getting all the data from repository into our controller, and then we are returning everything from our controller to the view file. But in case you want to use directly these repositories onto your view file, then this is also possible in ASP.NET Core. Let's see how can we do that. The first step is that you need to register all your services, just like we have done into this startup class over here by using this services.add_scope method. So we have registered two services. We can use these two services into our application anywhere in any view. Let's see how can we do that. Okay, so we need to use @inject. Then we need to define the interface for our service. And what is the interface? Suppose I want to use this iBook repository. And let's give it a name. That's it. Now I can use this book repository anywhere in this view file to call any method and get any data and represent or display that data onto this view file. Let's run this application by pressing Ctrl F5. This is the home page of our bookstore web application, and here we are displaying some data. Now let's get the data from repository and let's display some data onto our view file. Okay, suppose over here below this search books button, I want to apply a for loop where item in. So we have book repository dot, and over here you will notice that we are having all the methods that are available in this repository. So let's call this getAllBooks method, and just for the demo purpose, let's display some data over here. So @item dot, and you will notice that we are having the details of each book object. Let's use the title property. Let's save all the changes and go back to the browser, refresh this page, and over here you can notice that we are having the name of all the books that are available into our database, and we are getting this detail from the book repository, and we are injecting this repository directly into our view file. Now let's focus on some real-time scenarios where we can use the services directly into our view file. Let's open the layout file, and in this layout file, let's open this header partial view. In this header, you can notice that here we are writing the name of our application, and this name is hardcode. But suppose I want to get this data from any service. In general, you will get the data from the app settings file, but since we have not covered the configurations as of now in this tutorial, so we will get this data from a service and we will try to display that data over here in this place. You can also use this feature if you are making your website multilingual. Let's quickly add a new method in any one of the repository. So again, let's open this book repository. First, let's open this iBook repository, and over here, let's create a new method. Suppose here I'm writing a string get app name. Let's implement this method in book repository class. Bookstore application. Now I want to use this method directly onto our layout file so that we can display the name. Let's open this header partial view. Over here again you need to use @inject and then iBook repository. Then let's give it a name. Let's put either book repo, or you can give any meaningful name. Over here let's use book repo get app name. Let's save the changes, build this application and go back to the browser. Just notice the name of our application is Bookstore, but if you will refresh it, then the name has been updated and now it is coming from the service Bookstore application. Now let's focus on one more real-time example for this dependency injection in view file. Let's open the views folder. Inside the views we have this books. Let's open this add new book file. Over here you can notice that we are creating a drop down of language. Here is the code to create the drop down. Now let's open the controller class. In the controller class you will notice that we have two methods. This is the get method and this is the post method, and the entire data of this language drop down is coming from the database. Here are the details of this drop down. What we are doing over here is that we are getting this data from this language repository. We are assigning all the data into this view bag and then we are passing this data from this controller to the view file. Now again, if you will focus on the post method, then again over here we are doing the same thing. Basically we can say that we are duplicating our code. And how can we resolve this problem? We can directly inject this language repository into our view file and we can get the data of all the language directly onto our view file, and we can create a drop down without even passing any data from this controller class. Now let's see how can we update our view file. In this view file, first of all you need to inject the language service, that is inject I language repository. Let's give it a name, language repo. Okay, so over here we need to update our items. First let's remove this data from here and let's use this language repo dot get language. Okay, because this is an async method, so we need to use the await keyword. Let's put everything into the parenthesis, then select, and what we are going to select, we need to select the select list item. We need to get the text, and where is the text? The text is available in this text dot name. Then in the second parameter we need to pass the value, and the value is available in this x dot id. Okay, this id is integer, we need to convert it to the string, just like this. And now you can see that we are getting the data directly onto our view file. Let's remove everything from our controller class. Let's remove this view bag. Let's remove the same from this get method as well. Let's run this application again in debug mode. Let's click on the add new book link, and over here if you click on this drop down, then you can see all the languages are available in this drop down. Let's see the details by clicking on the inspect button. And here you will notice that we have everything that we have created for this drop down. And if you will click directly on this add book, then you can notice that this validation is also working fine. And all these things are possible if you are injecting your services directly into your view file. That is all in this video. Dependency injection is a very important and must-have feature for any ASP.NET Core web application. Make sure to hit the like button, tell me your feedback into the comment section, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.